Once upon a time, on Smith Street, stories meant something. They traveled by word of mouth, and they shaped neighborhoods. They built culture. Welcome to Yore on Smith Street, where the days of yore meet today's headlines, where current events get context, where pop culture gets perspective, and where the stories behind the stories actually matter. From what's trending to what they're not saying out loud, to the moments that make you pause and say, hold up, wait a minute. We're not just reacting, we're remembering, we're connecting the dots. Because everything happening now, there's always a story before it. Hi, my name is Jaren. I perform by the name Smith Street. Welcome, you're on Smith Street. Let me tell you a story. We're here, episode 4. You're on Smith Street. Welcome, street lights. Oh, I get so excited when I think about it. The name of this episode is The Paint is Still Wet. Welcome. Why is it the paint is still wet? Well, thanks for asking. I'll tell you. Because we're kids under construction. Maybe the paint is still wet. We're kids under construction. The Lord hasn't finished it yet. If you know about that in Sunday school, what you know about that? Over here on Smith Street, we're always under construction, building, and sometimes in that process, things are gonna get messy, right? You build and you constructing. Things get messy, and then you take the time and you tidy up, and then you do it all again. But in that process, you're moving forward. You see progress. In that time and space, things get out of whack. That is going to happen. But the goal is to keep moving forward, and this is part of the reason why you see me doing the painting job, right? That's the visual of me doing my building, right? Physically, you see it. That was intentional. I personally like DIY things. I don't always finish them, but I do like them. I enjoy it, and it stretches my capacity. It challenges me, and I like to do those things. And so sometimes you see me doing things like that. It's just me being who I am. Welcome, you're on Smith Street. I'm still building. It's not perfect, and that is the point. Alright, so boom. Let's jump right on into what we're going to talk about today. This week, it's interesting because in episode 2, we talked about Neo Soul. And yesterday, the internet was abuzz with Jack Harlow, who dropped an album. I believe it's called Monica. And I was listening to Breakfast Club because I love the Breakfast Club. And they don't like it. But I decided to take a listen. Now, if I was an A&R, right? And Jack was a writer, one of the first songs that I heard, when it comes to the melody and the music, it wasn't bad, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, it isn't my go-to, but if I wanted to hear someone on it, I would have a voice like Maxwell doing it. That first song, singing in like a falsetto, and it was a nice groove, that jazzy, very 90s-esque. Okay, again, is it my go-to to listen to? No. Did I get further than 2, 3? I got to maybe 3 songs. And then I was like, all right, enough. But Jack is going viral, not for the music, for something that he said about the music or how he got blacker. Now, I'm going to hope that he intentionally went with the blacker sound, because He's known for his urban sound, if you will. Now, him saying he got blacker, whew, the internets did not like it. They didn't like it. And I think that he just was trolling. I hope he was just trolling, because we know you ain't black and you can't get blacker. But intentionally paying homage to a culture that you appreciate, you know, there is appropriation and there is appreciation. Is that appropriation or appreciation? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Tell me. Moving right on along. So I did the open verse challenge for Tone Stith's Fly. I enjoyed it. I think that good music resonates with all generations. I'm a few years older than Tone, but the topic resonated, right? We all want to get away. We all need to escape from what's going on. We all want to fly, feel like we've been stagnant and we just want to soar in our gift and our being, right? That's what I took from it. And I put my own little spin on it, from my perspective. I really enjoyed it. I like doing stuff like that. That's what I enjoy about music. I like to see people share their perspective through their expression, right? And I love when the singer is intentional about that, telling the story with their expression, how they say a word or the tone that they decide to use. It always doesn't have to come from riffs and runs, it's how you approach things, and that's taste. And I definitely like the spacing and his approach to that song. It was very mature and classy. I appreciated that. And it reminded me of something that I would do anyway. So yeah, I'll throw my version up in here. You can check it out. Talking and opinion is up. Everybody's judging them, enough is enough. Give me some time and space, I'll build my own. Put me down, I say so what? Took my power back, now I'm taking off on the runaway. I've been running for too long. I just wanna fly, so like an eagle, baby. Baby, I've been feeling all types of crazy. It's on social medias. Leave a comment, tag the brother or something, share it, if you will. You can find me on Instagram at Smith Street Sound. That's Smith Street Sound. Just like Smith Street Sound. The name of my company is Smith Street Sounds. So if you didn't know, you go smithstreetsounds.com would be the website where you would check out all the episodes, the music, the blog, and anything else going on over here on Smith Street. So be sure to do that. Okay, so let's talk about my DIY thing that I like to do. So yes, I do like to work with my hands a little bit. I never took a class, nothing. I've always been a novice. I learn things. I watch YouTube. Now we got ChatGPT to help us out, So I'll be over here constructing stuff. I do. But just to reiterate, I painted my room teal. Wanted to change the feng shui a little bit. Change the vibe and get the flow right. To create the creative space, so that things flow. It's not all cluttered in here and things like that. I also built some panels because I had some meters that were exposed in the wall. So I built some removable panels that was a pain in the ass. Okay, boy, I recorded some of the process, and I'm still not done. I really gotta finish the panel side. The panel, the frame is built. I just gotta put the magnets on it and make sure it stays. I got the right magnets this time. I think I told you guys the first episode I bought the wrong magnets, and that was a pain in the butt. Then I had to go get the proper magnets, and they came. I just didn't get around to putting them on because there's so much going on. You know, there's school, and there's this, and there's that, and there's the other thing, and not to get too personal, you know, I do want to share, but I don't want to overshare. So yeah. But I love that kind of thing. And I thought that it would be good to show that side of me, because it is a side. I think I get it from my Aunt Cookie. Shout out to my Aunt Cookie. When I was younger, we all lived on Sterling Place. My mom, my Aunt Cookie, Reggie. And my Aunt Cookie was always making something. Sewing curtains or sewing some pants or something, or painting stencils on something, cooking. She's always been that kind of creative person. So I think I get it from watching her do that. And always was interesting to me. So shout out to my Aunt Cookie. Love you, Aunt Cookie. And yeah. Well, that's it for today. I hope everyone's having a great week. I'll see you at the next one. No, I don't know what the next episode is going to be. Okay? I came up with the pain is still wet this morning. I said, oh, that's it right there. Yo, before we go, shout out to the crew of people that have been coming around and just pouring in, you know, bouncing ideas and sharpening the irons. You know, iron sharpens iron. You know? So shout out to the people that care enough to give perspective and insights. I think you should do this, or I don't think you should do that, or this is dope and this is not so dope. Or you should try this and don't do that again. I like it all. I love it all. You know, as a person who seeks wisdom and knowledge and wants to grow and expand, you know, you gotta know how to chew the meat and spit out the bones. Some of the things work, some of them don't. You know, maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll try it and don't tell you. Maybe I'll try it and then do tell you. Who knows? But I welcome it all. And one thing I do know is that, you know, you gotta have some thick skin out there, man. People ain't gonna like everything. You ain't supposed to either. Everybody, it ain't for everybody. So that's fine. The people that it is for, though, welcome. Hey, you want some history? See you next time. And be sure to check out the playlist. There's going to be a playlist. It's probably going to be called The Pain Is Still Wet. I love it.
Let's Smokey Robinson cruise in our birthday suits. On one of them vacations, you record everything, but who's with you? So call your boss and tell him to get some back. PTO till you get back. Don't need a lot of luggage just to carry on. 2-piece and throw it in the bag. Let's just face it. Don't hesitate. Let's embrace it. The feeling that we're chasing. Just gotta pick up. Let's put a stamp on your passport. We all need to get away. Away. Stay alone. There's always one they're off on their own. So wait. I bet you need vacation. Relaxation. Oh yeah. Tell me where you wanna go, babe. Come on, girl. You and me, it's a good situation. You need a vacation, relaxation. Don't gotta be a plan to escape. Sometimes you just